Okay, so I just read about MudBlazor, and it's this incredible material design component library for Blazor. Have you checked it out?
Wait, what? A component library that's fully in C hash. That's pretty cool. How does that even work?
Exactly, so it minimizes JavaScript, which is fascinating. But doesn't that create limitations for developers used to JavaScript?
That's a good point. While it aims for a smoother experience, some might feel constrained without the flexibility of JavaScript.
Right, and you'd think that might deter some developers, but they claim it's designed for speed and usability.
So it's like they're trading off JavaScript flexibility for C hash performance. I wonder how that impacts the learning curve.
Totally, people coming from a JavaScript background might find it hard initially, but then again, C hash is pretty powerful.
I've noticed that. The documentation is extensive too, which helps bridge that gap. Is that a big draw for users?
Absolutely, they emphasize rich documentation with examples, which is essential for onboarding new users.
Speaking of examples, the initial setup seems straightforward, right? Like, just a few lines of code.
Yes, it's almost like they want to make it as easy as possible, but I wonder if it oversimplifies some complex functionalities.
That's a valid concern. There's a balance between simplicity and functionality that can be tricky to navigate.
For sure, and then there's the aspect of not having third-party dependencies, which is great for flexibility, but
But it could also limit options, right? Sometimes libraries offer features that an in-house solution might miss.
exactly, it's that classic debate, build versus buy. Sometimes you need to weigh benefits and drawbacks.
Speaking of drawbacks, what about browser support? They mention older browsers might not be compatible.
Yeah, that's a bit concerning. It's a reminder that web standards are moving fast, not everyone updates their browsers.
Totally. But it's also a push for developers to encourage users to adopt modern tech. Is that a good strategy?
It could be, but what if users have outdated hardware? There's this fine line to tread between progress and accessibility.
That's an interesting point. It's like, how many users are we willing to lose for the sake of modernity?
Exactly, I'm curious about how that influences the popularity of MudBlazor among various developers.
And speaking of popularity, have you seen their repo stats? The community seems really engaged.
Yeah, it's impressive, a lot of contributions and discussions happening. That says a lot about a project.
It does. It creates a sense of ownership among users, which can drive future development and improvements.
Right, and the ease of contributing is a big plus, making it more accessible for developers to jump in.
But we should also consider that not all contributions are equal. Some might complicate things further.
True, and maintaining quality while scaling can be a real challenge for community-driven projects.
Definitely. So, could you see this gaining traction over more established libraries?
I think it has potential, especially with the push for C-hash development, but it'll need to prove its stability first.
That's a fair take. Stability often wins over novelty in the long run. Are there specific features that could help?
Definitely the design aspects. Beautiful material design components can attract a lot of attention.
And I love the idea of building intuitive UIs. It's like they're meeting developers halfway.
Exactly, but I wonder if those intuitive designs come at the cost of customization options.
That's a good question. It's a balancing act between providing ready-to-use components and letting developers be creative.
For sure, and what about performance? It's great they claim stability, but that's something users will want to test.
Absolutely. Performance metrics are key, especially as projects grow. It'll be interesting to see feedback.
Totally, I'm curious to see how MudBlazor evolves. They're making some bold claims.
It's like a new frontier for Blazor developers. I can't wait to see how this unfolds.
And who knows, this could redefine how we think about UI components in C-hash. What do you think?
Absolutely. It's a thrilling space to watch. Maybe we should revisit it in a few months and see.